All right, so good morning. So I have another project here I'd like you to put together an operations manual for. So this is a spreadsheet that I use to gather information on properties that I've made offers to. So a lot of houses that I extend offers on, I don't end up buying because they go to somebody else. So most likely for a higher price. And what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to understand how far off am I on the purchase price and perhaps the price of the property all fixed up. So here's example. The way I have this spreadsheet set up is that the blue areas are something where the person who the virtual assistant will update the blue areas. The red cells are formulas, so I don't want them to touch that. And the green areas are where I'll update information. So the blue area, they're going to indicate what happened, whether it was sold, rehab, the listing expired, that type of information. And that they should probably get that information on Zillow. Here's a property address. It was my offer date, and then what I feel my estimated after repair value is, meaning once the house is all fixed up, so if I buy it, I fix it up and resell it, that's what I feel that value is. And then these are formulas that I put in here for the virtual assistant to follow up on for dates. And then the virtual assistant would add some of the activity. This was a list price. This was the actual sale price. Perhaps who bought it, and then what the ended up the rehab sale price was. So one of the things that I want to try to do is, I'm not necessarily, my phone's ringing, someone's texting me. So anyways, the biggest area that I really want to focus in is against other investors. That's my primary focus. I can't compete against a retail buyer because I'll always pay a higher price. But I want to compare myself to other investors. So for example, maybe here was an investor where they bid $38,000 higher. Here, you can see that. It's a little blurry. But anyways, they bid $38,000 higher, and the after repair value was $35,000 higher. So I was way off on what I feel I could have sold it for. And then, for example, I don't know if you can see this, but I'll send you the spreadsheet. But on one of them, I was off like 84,000. I don't know how I got off that far on the fact that it could be fixed up and sold for that. So I'm trying to figure out, and then on here, I was off 152,000 on what I thought the property would eventually sell for. So what I want is that data. I'm not interested in a retail buyer because I can't compete against them. I'm really interested in other investors and what they're buying it for. And so then I want to take this data and then come down here to the bottom and then give an average, like why am I off? So I'm off on the sale price, the purchase price of $29,000, and the after repair value, I'm off $58,000. So I gotta understand what I did wrong. So if you can put together a procedure for that, this is something I would want somebody to update on a weekly basis.